All week we heard from drivers about how excited they were to return to concrete here at Bristol, but to say track conditions played a part in today's outcome feels like an understatement.
Right, well, we've got a favorite player announced already. Anyone else have a favorite player they want to say?
Tears.
Tears?
Christian Moore.
Christian Moore?
Christian Moore.
Christian Moore. All right, we got some popular ones out here, and they will all be here in just a little bit. As the Olympians go for gold, you can set your sights at just reaching the top of the wall with a chance to try out an Olympic sport right here in the Tri-Cities. The fans are practicing, getting ready to come out day in and day out. We have Fan Fest for the Doughboys here tonight.
And this season, it's the offensive and defensive lines that are bringing the talent to the trenches.
When a team scores 69 and 51 points in their first two games of the season, all of the talk is going to be about the offense. But don't sleep on this Tennessee defense. You've been here for a couple of months now. We just saw you talking to some parents. What's been your favorite part about coming to Johnson City and, getting involved in this community?
Taking a walk back through history, there's one thing that Bristol is no stranger to, and that's racing on the holidays. I'm joined here in Victory Lane with your UNO H200 winner Lane Riggs. This is your second consecutive win, your first career one last time. How did this one feel?
Enter Gary Collier, the Eagles' new head coach, tasked with rebuilding the team and rebranding the culture.
The big question mark looming over today's round of 64 matchup between Marshall and Virginia Tech was the absence of Liz Kitley. Now we have some answers to those questions as Clara Strack went a perfect 7 for 7 from the field. Cherry on top, hitting a 3.
From being stuck in the mountains of North Carolina to picking up a win in their SoCon opener just hours later. Here's a look into ETSU football's whirlwind weekend. 2 days and over 25 hours on a bus later, the ETSU football team finally turned the corner and pulled back into Johnson City. Waiting for them, a group of friends, family, and fans.
It was a long weekend, hard on the guys and the coaches, not being able to talk to their families, so it's really special to see everybody when we got back and just for them to show support for us.
The Bucks' journey to this moment started on Friday. After leaving campus at 10:30 in the morning, the Bucks ended up stranded in North Carolina by 11. Hours later, at 9:30 at night, a group of assistant coaches set out to find Wi-Fi, cell reception, a place to sleep, basically anything or anyone. And on their way, they happened to stumble upon a Good Samaritan in Ryan Ratliff.
He kind of looked at us crazy, and then we looked at him, and then we just started talking, and he ended up being a really great human being. Shout out to Ratliff. He was just along for the ride. He was like, we're going to do whatever. We got to get you guys safe. He drops us back off at the buses across the street from the gas station at the airport, and we thought that we'd never see him again. And we took a picture at the top of the garage just in case we, connected again later in life.
But later was a lot sooner than they could have imagined.
12:30, 1 o'clock at night, me and Coach McLean are actually sleeping on the bottom of the bus, and here comes Big Ratliff. He starts knocking on the door and says, "Hey, guys, get up. I-26 is open. Y'all got a football game to win."
And win they did.
Didn't have a lot of sleep, didn't have a lot of food, but none of that mattered. Once we got out there, it was all business, and we were able to take care of the job.
We kind of leaned on each other and found a way to go win a football game on the road. But in perspective, none of that matters when you got people without homes and losing loved ones in the area. This community's hurting right now, and hopefully ETSU athletics and football can be a beacon of light in hard times.
New fitness challenges pop up all the time. And while most people have heard of challenges like 75 Hard, a new challenge started just this year that spans from June 26th to July 19th, bringing a deeper meaning and motivation to getting out and getting active day in and day out.
This is day 2 in the books. Day 3's in the books. Day 4, get it in. You guys out there today? Let's get day 5 in. Let's go.
Tusculum men's basketball head coach JT Burton enjoys a good workout, but not nearly as much as he enjoyed spending time with his niece, Jaquel Johnson.
Jaquel, she loved the game of basketball. That was her favorite sport. She was very athletic. She was full of energy, and when she could walk in a room with a smile, and it would light the whole room up.
She was a young girl that loved basketball. She was very, very family-oriented. And for something like this to happen with our family was kind of stunning.
At 14 years old, Jaquel Johnson started experiencing headaches. An annoyance that most people can just sleep off proved life-changing for Johnson and the people who loved her.
But we went to Kosar and they did a CT scan, and that's when they found out everything. It was very devastating, heartbreaking, gut-wrenching. You would never want that for your child. You know, as parents, as a mother and a father, we are supposed to be able to fix everything. And at that time, we couldn't fix it.
Diagnosed with incurable brain cancer, Johnson went through surgeries, rehab, and treatment that no one, much less someone as young as Johnson, should ever have to go through.
Jaquel was a type kid, she fought through it hard. To watch her go through that every day, learning how to walk, learning how to talk, learning how to do all those different things all over again, it kind of put a different perspective on life for me, because it helps me now, like, okay, when you're having a bad day, now I think of her. So I got all these pictures. When you want to get sad and you want to feel sorry, if I want to feel sorry for myself, no, because the fight that she gave for those 3 years was unbelievable.
Jaquel fought hard, but lost her battle 3 years ago. Now, in an attempt to keep her memory alive, Burton has created the I Can Do All Things Fitness Challenge.
We came up with June 26th was the day that she passed away, and then her birthday is July the 19th. So this year will be a 21st birthday. So that's what we came up with, those 2 dates of trying to, combine the two, because, it's almost like everybody has that dash mark, between on that tombstone, but it's what you do in between it. And I think that her legacy will live on with that.
Coach Burton is my brother, and he's the biggest go-getter of Jaquel. He's always going to keep her name alive. It'll never die down. Also with us. So with this challenge, we challenge everybody because we know that health is wealth. And I know that she would want this because she loves to exercise.
While Jaquel's friends and family have gotten involved, so have members of the Tusculum men's basketball staff and team. Their support, something that Burton will never take for granted.
It's incredible. When these guys didn't really know Jaquel. I mean, they, heard me talk about her, or, we have the annual game every year, Play for Kel, and they know how, we have this, we have a program for her and everything, but they really don't know. So for them to just do it and work at it and actually put some time into it, it means a whole lot to me.
From her home state of Kentucky to the mountains of East Tennessee, Jaquel's legacy continues to live on. As Tusculum men's basketball head coach J.T. Burton and his family work to keep Jaquel's memory alive, they encourage everyone to snap a photo or video after working out between June 26th and July 19th. Then tag Clink and Twyla Johnson on Facebook for the I Can Do All Things Challenge.